Good evening and welcome everybody. I am now starting the Ultimaterez Dead and Loving It playthrough of Murdered Soul Suspect. Now, to give a little bit of background on this, I had been following this game at least passingly during its development, and I'd been pretty intrigued by the concept that they were pitching it as. For those that don't know, you play a dead guy trying to solve his own murder. Now, when the game was released, the critics didn't really receive it very well, and so I kind of passed over it. Well, I had just recently built up my gaming PC for the first time in forever, and discovered I actually owned a copy of this game. I must have gotten it in a Humble Bundle or something, and wouldn't you know it, but I tried this game out as a means to stress test the system, and you know, I pretty much could not put it down. I love how this game played. I played it through from beginning till end. It's actually a relatively short game. My first playthrough was actually 7 hours, so not a super long game at all. But you know what? I still had such a blast. There we go. With playing it, that I would just want to share it with you guys. Especially since it is September 30th today, so we're just going right into October, that Halloween season, and I figured that a haunting game would be a really good way to kick things off. So rather than continue, since I'm all the way at the end, we're just going to start a new game and see where that takes us. Yeah, overwrite my save, that's fine. Ooh. Now, if things get a little janky, I do apologize.
A serial killer is terrorizing the normally sleepy streets of Salem.
This crude drawing of a bell has been left at the scene of several murders
Leading
over the
police
past
to refer
few
to the
weeks.
murderer as the Bell Killer.
We spoke with a public relations officer.
Authorities are asking anyone with any leads to contact the
This picture of a
SPD's
bell,
anonymous
a
tip
calling
line.
card the police have yet to attach
no
any
clues
meaning or
and no
significance
leads
to,
for the
has
police to
become
follow.
synonymous
And
with
no
the
link
hysteria
between his
surrounding
victims.
his murder.
You're saying there are no leads? No leads at all?
Grow up on the streets, you start thinking you're invincible. Nothing can touch you. You never really lose. Go to arrest some freak, find out you aren't as invincible as you thought.
What kind of name is Ronan?
That kid stole my wallet!
Time to make it official.
It hurts!
You steal my car, you pay the price.
Roman O'Connor, you're under arrest for the assault and battery of Vincent Coulter.
Guilty on 2 counts of grand theft auto.
On the indictment of burglary.
Grand larceny and assault with a deadly weapon.
Let me take it.
I can't have my sister marrying some bum, right?
I do.
Hell yeah, I do.
No, Juliet. Stay with me, you hear me? Julia. No, stay with me. Stay with me.
Your family wore felonies like badges of honor. Now you think this new badge covers all that up? You're a fucking criminal.
You need to slow down, man. Right? This is crazy. I didn't know better.
So you actually want to die?
Turn around. You're under arrest.
So obviously we're just getting a massive flashback of Ronan's life, and how the tattoos catalog it. Oh, Ronan boy.
I'm coming back up.
Survive is a maybe not the best way to describe it.
Any cop you throw out of a window will hunt you down and kick your ass.
So another thing I will say is that the first time I played through this was on the keyboard and mouse. I have since plugged in a controller, since this was originally designed for consoles, so I'm hoping that the buttons are going to be a little easier. What the? Now granted, it's a PlayStation controller, so you'll forgive me if I cannot recall off the top of my head where the
Knob ain't even moving.
the button layout is.
Watch it, lady. No. No. No, no, no.
Here we go, looking at your dead self. I mean, what would you do? I mean, come on, look at this. Here's a pretty fun one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we're gonna reach out. And we realize that we can kind of manipulate the body.
I just get back
Quite
in my
the
body
male
and-
mentality, right?
Oh,
I can fix it. I can fix this. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so much easier with the twin stick controls. Because this was originally done with a WASD and then the mouse, and it, oh my gosh, it just did not control super duper well. Come on, get it, get. There we go.
Come on. Someone had to hear that glass shatter.
Oh snap! Oh snap, Ronan!
No. Come on.
Now, while the holes that it put in him there are much more dramatic looking, I really can't imagine why he didn't just put those bullets through his head and just, you know, be over and done with it. But here we go. Oh snap, suddenly the world is not quite what it seems.
Hey! Get back! Get back here!
Don't feel so good. Oh, guys! Head toward the light. Well, this, you know, I said it was a short game. You know, just maybe not quite as short as all that. Oh yeah, so for the choppiness, I really do apologize. My system is far from optimal for this, but it was really one of those things that I'd rather just get rolling with this rather than wait until everything was perfect, because if you wait till things are perfect, you'll never get started. So that's where things are going.
Ronan? I can't believe it. I can't believe I found you.
Oh my God. Julia. I thought I'd never see you again.
You look good.
I've looked better. God, I've missed you.
I would give anything to be there with you. For us to be together again, but...
What? No. Oh, no, not again, not you. If you're not here, where are you?
It's the other side of the bridge.
Bridge? What bridge?
Where you are is a prison. Or a bridge. It all depends on how you see it. Either way, where you are isn't safe. Do you hear me? We need to get you across the bridge. You need to move on.
Move on? Is that where you are?
Don't worry about me. Something about your life isn't finished yet. We don't have much time. Think. What about your life feels unresolved?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Now go.
Julia, you
A
left
dude
me once,
literally
you destroyed me.
just
Please
murdered
don't leave
him.
me again.
We'll see each other.
And his first response is,
Just
I don't
save
know.
yourself.
No, Julia! Don't leave me, Julia! Damn it!
Hello? There's a man in the street outside the Regal Apartments bleeding. He's been shot. Send an ambulance.
He's not breathing.
My friend says he's not breathing.
I can't feel a pulse.
There's broken glass everywhere and a lot of blood.
Man. This is bad.
Yeah, I'll stay on the line until help arrives.
Okay, so now we're gonna start going into the tutorial stuff. It's not the worst, but it is still tutorial.
Can you hear me?
So we're now, of course, getting the idea that, go figure, you're dead and you can't talk to
Please.
people who aren't.
Damn it.
Hey, you. Hey, can you hear me? Come back.
Completed, headed toward the light. Alright, but now we gotta go find this ghost girl. Oop, there we go. So, again, the game kind of showing you that, oh hey, you're dead, and conventionally solid objects, yeah, don't really care about those so much. And you'll notice I even leave little traces as I run through things, so this is usually just an indicator the game's going to use to show me when I can run through stuff. You'll notice that it's not limited to just that area. I can run through the boxes. And then there are a few other things that I cannot run through, and we're about to get an explanation of why that is here. Okay, boop, boop, boop.
Hey, why did you run?
It gets old, giving counsel to the new ones. Don't take it personal.
Running through walls, making things appear. You look like you've been here a while. You must know how this place works then.
Works? This place isn't hard to understand. Figure out your gifts, and maybe you won't get trapped here.
Oh snap, gifts. So, what do we mean by gifts?
What do you mean, gifts?
Your strengths in life are stronger in death. They become powers here. Some powers unique, some common. Possession, influencing people, manipulating the more fragile of ghostly objects to appear or disappear.
Strengths become abilities. Huh.
So,
Door
as I
just
said,
hit me, but I'm passing through other stuff. What is it with this place? I thought I'd be able to walk through everything.
We can't enter the buildings the people of Salem have consecrated, save through an opening. An open door or a window. But once inside, Walls and doors hold no power over us. You'll know the ghostly objects we can't pass through by their blue glow. It will all seem logical in due time.
And honestly, it does. So,
I thought you had
there
some questions for
are
me.
ghostly portions of Old Salem that litter the town. They act as a shaping tool for direction where I'm supposed to go, as well as adding some ambiance.
What's taking so long?
Oh, hush you.
Cat got you.
Who are you? Looks like you've been here a while.
Me? I'm just someone like you. But hear me when I say this is no playground. You can rob yourself of your future, or others can do it for you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about. How could I rob my own future?
You're here to resolve something. You don't resolve it, you don't leave. Don't worry, that's pretty common.
Trapped here forever.
That's crazy.
So who are these others?
What do you mean others can steal my future?
Demons. They were once like us, but lost themselves. They can never move on now, and exist only to consume those lingering here. Those like us.
I getcha. So, I need to figure out who killed me and stop him. That's the way I can get out of here.
Oop, wrong button.
Best of luck to you.
Wait, there's more I need to know.
Be careful out there. You never know what's waiting around the corner.
Weird.
Okay, Demon Goop. So, yep, we've got another common blocking tool that we'll see as we go through. So we got, let's see here, which button is that? There we go, unfinished business. So, guy who gunned me down in cold blood, is he my unfinished business? You might be onto something with that. So, powers, the only thing I've come to assess is that the various clues and other things that we find throughout the game, these are all, or these are part of Ronan's power now that he's dead. So, he was a cop in life, and now in death, his cop powers, abilities have become stronger. So, we've got everything, all the information and clues here. The shields on the left, they are actually how many tries it took you to get these clues. And you'll notice that these are all white, nothing struck through, so that indicates, or that gets me the gold shield up at the top, 4 out of 4, with no retries, meaning I did it perfectly. So there's a little bit of incentive if you're the collection type to go through this as many times as you can, get it perfect. And then ghostly abilities, and then various other case file things as we go through. Boom, 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 boom. We'll explore that more later, though. So what's our first instinct? Well, check out the scene of your own murder, of course. So we can hear the sirens in the background, and boom, we want to go to town. Because, hey, why not? Oh. Janky loads. Da jank.
Seeing your own body lying on the street. It's like looking in a mirror you don't want to see but can't turn away from. And that's when you realize you no longer know which one's real and which is the reflection.
Gosh, I love the film noir style dialogue they do for this. They don't go full ham on it, so it doesn't become a parody of itself. But I just really enjoy it.
Yeah, great idea, Baxter. Tamper with the evidence.
Backup? Who needs backup? You shouldn't have tried to be one of us. Man, you were one dumb son of a bitch. Sir?
Hey, back.
And right out of the gate.
Just get back to taking them statements. Come on.
Yeah, I'm the stupid one.
Look, this is not your scene.
Oh,
Look,
Baxter.
pay your respects and move on, please.
Yeah. Maybe it's not my scene. But it is my case. Tomorrow it'll be my case. And the next day. Until we catch him. You do well to remember that, Sergeant.
Look, I'm just following Captain's orders here. You know the procedure when a family member is... Yeah, well... Take all the time you need, LT.
I lost count of the times I wished you were dead. You do me a favor, con man. Tell Julie I miss her.
She knows, Rex. She knows.
I need to find my killer's trail before it goes cold.
All right. So now we're entering what's probably one of my favorite parts of the game, the investigation parts of it. I am legitimately a sucker for these sorts of things in games. We're gonna wander around this crime scene and just do an investigation, and we'll just see how we go. Enough with me talking.
Stewart's notepad. See what they've learned.
Did you see the man in the hood?
So again, sorry for the jerky frames and all that jazz. So here's where the tutorial gets real, but again, it is tied into the actual gameplay, so not too bad, not too bad.
See if they found any leads that I don't already know about.
So here we go. So we've returned to the scene of the murder. We can see in the bottom left, we're looking for clues. And we've already got a call out here, so we can see right off the bat, it just gives us targeting reticle and, hey, right trigger to possess. Oh, snap. So now we can peek, right? And this instantly tells me what he's looking at. Now, here's where the retries come in. What did he find out about my killer? And honestly, I don't remember. Get forensics to Rex ASAP. Boom, boom. Only weapons found at scene were Ronin. And I think it was the forensics. And I can't remember why it's going to be this, but let's give it a shot. Ah, yeah. So standard procedure is to notify the lieutenant when the primary forensics reports arrived, even if he's supposed to distance himself from the case. Is that relevant to the question being asked? Missing tenants. Must be who lived in that apartment I was thrown from. So they haven't found any other weapons on the scene. He killed me with my own gun because he didn't have a weapon of his own. So out of these three, okay, I think it was the only weapons. So he didn't have his own weapon. He just used our own. Let's give this a shot. And sure enough, that was what we were supposed to find. So we got that perfectly. So now we're going to dispossess this guy, and we're going to examine the gun. Why not? It's his backup gun. Hey, instant clue. Inspect. Last cigarette. Hey, it wasn't the smokes that killed him. Haha. Irreverent jokes. Yep, overkill. And we'll press the back button. Beaten, thrown from a window, and shot to death. Whoever my killer is, he sure wanted me dead. In pieces. Shattered glass. Killed by my own bullets. Alright. Now, here's the fun part. We can actually possess anybody. For any reason. And we can read this guy's mind.
The thing is just weird. All of us cops just getting nowhere.
And this is just like the standard background chatter you're going to be hearing. It's just a fun feature, just that it lets you do it. Doesn't do much, and honestly, we'll probably stop doing it whenever we don't need to. But, like, let's check this out.
Why do I have to get these little town beats? Can't wait till I get assigned to Boston.
Whoosh.
I could never do what she does.
Alright. So, let's see here. We're gonna possess the cop.
Jeez, Ronan. Can't even turn around to look.
Nope. There we go.
Hard to believe that's a dead body right there.
How are we supposed to stay calm when they can't even protect their own?
Yeah. Alright, here we go. So, there was nothing there. So, we're gonna... Oh, that's right.
Okay. Be patient with her.
Boop,
She's
boop, boop.
upset. She's not used to dealing with scenes like this.
Okay, so here's our next ability, Influence.
Just stop talking.
So, what would make her tell who she really saw? So, we are trying to influence her thoughts to make her think about another clue. So, we're gonna have her think about Ronan's death. Oh, okay, so that is not the correct clue. No, wait. Wait a minute. That's right. I don't have the right clue. So that means I actually have to keep digging around. Now I remember.
What a night, huh, Robinson?
Yeah.
Crazy. Ronan, unbelievable.
I don't get it. What was he even doing here?
Asking for it. A witness called in saying he saw the bell killer enter a building. Ronan responds, disregards orders for backup. Next thing you know, the bell killer tried to see if he could make him sprout angel wings. And then bam, 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 bam.
Really,
7 to the chest. Point blank.
You really have no idea when to quit, do you, Baxter?
Ever take a look at those tattoos of his? All that gangland prison crap? He was more criminal than cop. Yeah, you live like a thief, you die like a thief.
He was still a badge, dickhead.
Okay, so now we know about the bell killer. That's gonna be everything except for her now. So I think, yep, there we go. That should make her think of it. Yep, there we go. So I had to unlock a clue to get another clue.
Man in the hood. Outside. Looking up at the top apartment on the 4th floor, I think.
There we go. So now we can conclude our investigation.
The killer came here for a reason. But what was it? The apartment up there must have some clues. Except that's my way in, and it's closed. Fantastic. Here's my chance. I just need to follow Stewart into the building.
So let's see what this gal has to say.
Hey, excuse me. Do I need to wait for someone to open a door every time I want to go inside?
Yeah, any buildings that were consecrated can be a bit tricky getting into, but once you're inside, it's smooth sailing. Same goes for getting out. Open doors, windows, whatever. It's all fair game.
How many buildings are like this?
Around here, pretty much all of them. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it.
Thanks.
So those witch trials sure made people paranoid, so consecrated houses. Kind of a pain in the patoot. Janky video.
Hey, Sarge. 1019. Please return to the scene.
10-4.
Oh, snap. Okay, yeah, I did not realize what that was when I first played through. We'll find out more about them later on. Well, hey, guy. Is that all you got to say to me?
Hey,
Shit. You trying to give me another heart attack?
no. I
Dead humor.
It was rhetorical, for God's sake. Come on, don't look so lost. Take a look around or something. You know, spy a little. It's not like anyone's gonna stop you.
So now, we've got pretty much free reign. Let's see here. Do I have mine? No, I can't do that yet. So, the other thing, which I really didn't go out of my way to do on my own playthrough of this, but I'll probably try and do on stream here, is these. These are the side stories. Now, I never completed a single one of them, so I can't tell you what they are, other than they are collectibles for each area. Obviously, it says it unlocks a story of some kind, but, you know, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's some tragedy that happened.
Confused. If I can just find it, then at least I'll know what happened.
You look
Okay.
lost.
What's lost is my body. I know I got killed right here, and I know it sounds crazy, but I'd feel a lot better if I knew where my body was. Are you a detective or something? You might be my only hope.
Yeah, I'm a detective. Any idea who did it? That might lead us to your body.
I know they were old people, and I know they lived in this apartment building. Other than that, everything is hazy. But I was doing a lot of drugs at the time.
Sounds like you do need a detective. I'll see what I can find out from any older residents of the building.
Alright, so we've got our very first side job, and again, I did not even find this one on my playthrough. But yeah, we'll find some dead people here and there with unresolved issues that they need help with. So, just like any other side quest in a game, we're gonna go around,
talking through the ceiling.
try and figure things out. Ooh, more collectibles.
Visit Jennifer at this place. It's the same weird characters. That
News
other-
article. So, though the city of Salem has seen its rate of violent deaths increase sharply in the past few months, the Salem Police Department is unwilling to state officially that the deaths are connected. It's been a rough couple of months, said SPD spokesperson Ingrid Larson, but it would be irresponsible to jump to conclusions about any of these deaths, much less a connection between them. We are investigating each of these thoroughly and making judgments based purely on evidence.
Lady on the second floor. She changes boyfriends like she changes sweaters. And my goodness, the racket.
So, of course, the other fun thing about being dead,
I know that upsets you, dear.
easy eavesdropping.
Can't wait for Jennifer to move out of this dump.
Gus needs some friends. Someone else who can listen to him yammer.
I need you to listen to me.
She is listening to you, buddy.
Give them shots. Yes.
Ooh. A warning poster. While police are not pointing to a serial killer in the face of a string of deaths, they are advising people to stay at home at night and keep doors locked while at home. Alright, so we already can tell that we are where we need to be to figure out this girl's murder. Just like at the previous crime scene, we've got 5 clues to find in this area. So we're gonna see what we can find. So gardening tools. So we again see the spiritual remnants of things that we're just recreating with our spirit powers. Gardening tools, shovel, gloves, fertilizer, hobby, or homicide. And we'll now see if I leave the area, the prompt goes away, but if I walk back through, boom, comes back. So it just really lets you know that, hey, this is where you need to be to deal with this side quest. So we're gonna possess the old lady here. We're gonna read her mind.
Bringing him snacks. He might look around the room to see if I was still here.
So obviously she's a little unhappy with her husband. Alright. So what clue would jog her memory? So I've got a whole bunch of things that are still locked off. So I'm going to hold off on any guesses for now. Just because I'm not positive on what I need to do to jog her memory. So I'm going to...
Staring out the window. What good's that going to do?
What good indeed. Same thing. Okay. So let's have a look at the TV. I can't remember. Can I? Alright. So I guess this doesn't come until later. But you'll be able to do some poltergeist stuff with TVs, make it flicker, and cause reactions in living people in the nearby area. Oh, there we go. Okay, so break in at quarry. So kids are always breaking into the quarry. Why take such an interest in this one? Oh, a couple. I should try and find some information from any of the older residents. Okay. So now we've got a few things that we can try and jog some memories with. So the general mysterious murder, or the newspaper clipping, or the gardening tools. Let's try the newspaper clipping. That seems pretty promising. Negative. How about the... Oh, it needs to be related to the girl that's dead. Mysterious murder? Alright, so it was as simple as that.
Collapsed like paper when Grace hit her. I still can't believe she died. It happened so fast. I've never seen Grace so crazy before. It must have been the lack of sleep. Thank God it's all over. I can finally watch TV in peace.
Alright, so pretty easy. Apparently the wife has a bit of a temper. If she murdered that girl, where's the body? So she murdered her. So let's try the old man's secret. Nope. How about getting you to think about the mysterious murder? Huh? What the? What? No. This. There we go.
Finally, some peace and quiet. All her parties. How can anyone sleep through music blasting like
Oh, you cranky old lady.
She was on drugs.
Oh, you cranky old lady.
He could barely stay awake for the 5 miles it took to drive to Smithwood Quarry. I couldn't believe he was able to find a pair of lock cutters that late at night. At least the music has stopped. Now we can finally sleep.
So there we go. The old lady offed the gal who wasn't, you know, unfortunately tripping at the time. Yeah. Didn't like that loud music, so she killed her. Whoosh. Someone's in the shower. Sorry, not quite. Not quite. Now, I've still got one clue to find, But I think I can find the answer now. Oh, or I can just reveal this just in case, just to finish everything out. Note from an investigator. Their neighbor left town in a hurry. Maybe they had something to do with it. Okay. So, what happened to the murdered girl's body? We've got the old woman's secret. The newspaper clipping. Oh, nope. What? We got the old man's secret. And I'm surprised it's not the quarry. He must have buried her at the quarry. Note from a neighbor. Let's try the gardening tools. No? Need to know what? Then I guess note from the neighbor. Really? Now again, I'm not getting penalized for this. At least not that I know of. Alright.
Huh. Looks like Grace couldn't take the girls partying anymore, so she killed her and roped her husband into helping dump the body at Smithwick Quarry. I should get back and let her know.
And it's really just as simple as that. So now we're gonna go back. Oop, 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 oop. I love running through walls. It makes things so much easier.
The reason you can't find your body is because it's not in the building. It's at Smithwick Quarry, about 5 miles out of town.
Oh. Well, why'd they do it?
The parties were keeping them awake at night. They finally got too tired and snapped.
I thought they were just being unreasonable. I didn't know they would do this. Thanks for your help. You have no idea how big a relief it is just knowing.
No problem.
You know, I never really liked cops. And they were always giving me shit, telling me how I was messing up my life. We never saw eye to eye on things. But you really came through for me. Probably should have listened to what they were trying to tell me. Maybe then things wouldn't have ended up like this. Thanks again.
Moral of the story, kids? Don't do drugs. Don't have loud parties, or else your neighbors are gonna kill you. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can access that till later either. Alright, so I do kind of want to come back to some of these places. Cool. So we're gonna reveal and collect. Boom. So I only need 4 more. Cool. Is this... Alright. Oh, okay. No, I can do it. So the little symbol there, we're gonna come back and examine that right after this.
Hey, how the hell did it come back? Did I do that? Hey, come back!
Those notes aren't for you.
Great. Looks like some sort of code or something. Alright, well, I made it up to the 4th floor before the police cart away the evidence.
And enter video game time, where the character's in a rush, but the player is not. I kind of have all the time in the world right now. So I think... No? Alright, I guess I can't do anything with it. At least not yet. Anyway, there are more collectibles in the form of that girl's drawings throughout all the different areas. And just like the other stuff, I did not take the time to collect it on my playthrough. So we'll see what we can find on our way through. And don't care. Shoop, 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 shoop. Oh, snap. What's wrong, kid? What's wrong? Ooh, what? Huh. Do 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 do. What's wrong, man? You like scaring kids?
Hey, you enjoy scaring kids?
This little girl cost me everything. It was supposed to be a simple job. Easy money.
What do you mean? She's just a kid.
It don't matter what she is. Her daddy owed too much to the wrong people. She was just an insurance policy.
Is that where you come in?
A simple snatch and grab. After everything was settled up, I'd let her go.
I'm guessing it wasn't so simple.
That may be. But she owes me now. And I ain't leaving till her debt is paid.
Well, ain't you just a scumbag?
Maybe a while.
Don't worry. I can wait.
Haunting this poor kid. As I stand on top of her. You know. Reasons. Okie dokie dokie doke. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I want to find those boilers, though. Boop, 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 boop.
Alright, boys. Place your bets and hope your luck improves.
Alright, let's listen in on the gambling.
You got that right, buddy.
Good lord, these boys are easy pickings.
So she's just playing them.
I never know if she likes me or she's just being nice.
She playing you, brah.
A few more
She
good
playing.
cards would help.
Yeah, isn't that what we always say, though? Just a few more good cards. What do you got? You got a 2, a 4. What is that?
I'm thinking.
Jack. You got pretty much squat. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-doop. Oh, no, no, no. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Anything? Whoa! Ah. Okay, so now we are getting introduced to probably my least favorite mechanic in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we got the demon, and it is now running after me. Yep, it will hunt you down and suck your soul. So, GTFO, residue of ghost souls, hide your presence from demons. So we're gonna right trigger to hide. Move between hide objects to avoid demons. So I'm gonna hop over to this one, and here, and here. Demon's gonna look around for a while. So it turns into a stealth game. Except you can just travel between your hiding spots pretty easily. So using super duper ghosty vision, I can see that the demon is right over here. Now, I think it'll let me do this. Yep. Okay, so now we can backstab, execute a demon. Boom, boom. Hold right trigger. Left plus B. Okay. And that's how it's done. That was a really simple one, but they get so much more obnoxious as we go. Not a fan. Not a fan that that those are there. I just sorry. Yeah, I'm just remembering some of the ones we're gonna have to do later and kind of dreading it. But it's a necessary thing. I get it. It does add tension for sure. Reveal. What am I revealing? Oh, okay. So I can.
Justice and injustice are equally blind.
There we go. So I don't know what I targeted to reveal that. We're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled for sure, though. Maybe there is something downstairs. Sorry, trains of thought going everywhere. But anyway, yeah, so it goes from this investigation game, which I really enjoy, to a not very good stealth game. You know, you do feel obviously super powerful while when you are a ghost, since pretty much nothing can hurt you, you know? You'll notice a decided absence of any kind of health bar. But, pardon me, yawn. It's just a little, I don't know, arbitrary? It's kind of how it feels. Unnecessary. And the worst part about it is, I don't know, it just feels so tense. You hear the music going on, like that is gonna keep going until I take out all the demons. Let's see what this guy has to say, though.
It's you. You're famous.
I'm a TV star.
TV.
I'm good, thanks.
Alright. So we're gonna... Oh! Okay, so I accidentally let that guy hit me because I forgot my controls for a second there. Not a good thing to do. So he's just gonna go and swipe at the various hiding spots. But I can just do that. And he just teleports right back to his patrol location, so not really the end of the world there. So I'm gonna go and up and Y. Okay. And let's just hurry up and get rid of this guy too. Right and B. Alright. There we go. So that should help me out. So we're gonna possess this schmuck. Nothing to even listen. They're boring. Screw you guys. Come on. Chug chug. Oop. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Let's take the snarky answer here. I can't not do that.
So which was it, electrocution or slit wrists?
The razor. It was only supposed to be the razor. That's what the voices told me. The music was just something to focus on until I bled out.
So the radio was just an accident?
I started the cut. The warm water made my skin so soft. But I couldn't go through with it. The radio slipped off the edge when I was getting out. And I didn't want to die. It was the voices in my head that wanted me dead.
I'm sorry, kid.
So I guess just fair warning for anybody else watching this. Since we are dealing with a lot of, well, dead people, most of them didn't really have pleasant passings. And if that makes anybody uncomfortable, just, you know that I do try to make myself available if anybody needs to talk about this. Just to be a voice, just not voice, but pair of ears. I'll listen to you, man. If this is something you're having some trouble with, just let me know. Let me know. I want to be around for people that need help. Anyway, so there were some broskies that were somewhere sitting on some counter. Where'd they go? Ooh, hello. What do we got? More collectibles. Oi. Yeah, well, as you can see, there are 38 of these. Every time Ronan says Lillian, I don't know if he's talking about his mother or his gun. It complicates things that the gun was a gift from his mother, and then he named it after her. Normal couples don't deal with stuff like this. Okay, Oedipus. So he named his gun after his mom, which he also got from his mom. Oh, see, now I can poltergeist. Alright, don't know why I couldn't before. So as you see, I sent out a pulse wave and zoop zoop zoop. You know, just like that, zoop zoop zoop. Okay, 3rd floor. Do I want to go up to the 4th floor just yet? Did I find everything that I wanted? Well, aside from, there we go, pizza dudes.
Why can't adventures happen without going outside?
Amen, brother.
My party doesn't mean that I should do all the work.
So, yeah, neither of these guys want to do anything. I think we missed their banter from earlier because I was hiding, but yeah, they're talking about doing road trips and stuff, but nobody actually wants to man up to make it happen. Which I find to be pretty comical, kind of like me when I was thinking about streaming. It was just one of those things that you can keep talking about it, but until you pull that trigger, no pun intended here, it's just not the sort of, yeah, you're just not going to do it. So, like I say, even though my PC is not ideal for this, I'm going to do this anyway, because it was one thing I just wanted to do. Alright, so here we go, finally
I need you to keep your distance from the scene here.
at the scene of the crime.
I'm afraid that's still under investigation.
I got thrown out the window.
Boop, boop, boop. Alright, you're... Alright, got another one of these. Only one more. Oh man, I am so not leaving till I find that last one. Fortunately, police tape means nothing to me. Shoof.
Royals, you seen that little girl that lives here? If she turns up, you come find me. Got it?
Baxter. Baxter looking for the girl.
Mom gave me that gun.
I love that delivery, man.
What was the killer doing here in the first place?
Why was the killer here? So, just going on the record, I had a bear of a time with this scene the first time. Here we go. Boom. Completed the watery grave. We're going to recall us a flashback.
I still remember seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history and character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked. My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy, the pipes were rusty, and I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out. I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty. That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old rusty
Oh, gross.
bloated, decomposing corpse.
Gross.
The police are still investigating the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.
Okay, interesting. Also disgusting. But there we go. I have now completed one of these side missions, or yeah, side mission things. Alright, cool. Feel pretty good about that. So now, let's investigate our murder, shall we? So what was the killer doing? So he was, he looks like he's searching. And purposeful. Yeah, he looks pretty intentional about it. So now we're reconstructing the scene. Perfect. Ooh. Meeting Ronan's parents. I'm not going to be reading through all of those, by the way. You know, unless someone calls it out for whatever reason. They add some flavor to it, but really not entirely necessary, or at least I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't even read through all of them. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll just kind of play it by ear on that one. Soup, soup, soup. Alright. So, oh, that's weird. What's he looking at? Well, it's a shame I can't see that because I'm a ghost. Oh, wait.
Man, we gotta find these tenants. If they're still alive.
Oh, I can't actually. Okay. Interesting. And I'll show you why here in just a second, but so this is the same Cassandra Foster who occasionally worked with Salem PD as a psychic consultant.
I don't know how this will end. The killer is an enigma to the police and a lurking shadow in my own life. If only I can keep Joy from harm, I would do anything, even push her away, if it meant pushing her to safety.
Alright, so that wasn't actually a clue in this. Those are more side collectibles, this time from the woman that, pardon me, lived in this apartment. Shattered, yes, yes indeed. So, my last fight, slammed against the wall. A random pair of pants. Must have been a good time. Oop. Signs of a struggle. But wait, what's this? She's hiding. Is she calm? Not really. And she's watching. So yeah, we're just supposed to pick up on the body language of the image and just pick what we feel fits best for the scene. What is the body language telling us? And just pick the right adjectives. I can't exit yet. But if I remember, I had a bear of a time right around here, right around 7.
Man, we gotta find these tenants. If they're still alive.
And I think this was when I found out some things are really dependent on the angle that you come at them from. Oh, man. Okay. Again, we'll come back to that, because I may also need some additional clues first. Kids' psychological drawings. Does the tenant work with children? These appear to be psychological sketches. But this is a frustrating thing when you do need to find things in a particular sequence, but it doesn't tell you that you do. Because then, if you go around and you do investigate what you do have to check out later on, but you do it too early, it's super easy to disregard the correct path just because you tried it too early. It just makes it super confusing when you're trying to piece things together. Let's see what we got. I'm not saying that this is a bad game at all. I'm also not saying that it is the greatest game, but I am saying in spite of its faults, I really did enjoy it. Come on, come on, come on. Got all those tech magazines. There was... Gosh, what was it? Do I have to go out here to the hallway? Hallway? No, no I don't. Got that, got that. Man. Ah, okay. Book about ghosts. I'm racking my brain trying to remember where some of these clues are. So we've got her. Let's try. I mean,
finish investigating before I go somewhere else.
Do you now? Well, fine. We'll play it your way. Why not? Come on! Kimin! Kimin! Do I have to get some information from this guy?
This is a murder investigation.
Yes, yes it is.
Scott would loosen up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a murder investigation there, broski. You know, generally speaking, you don't want to be too loose with that. Okay, nothing there. Can I... So why was the killer here? Searching... Oh, that's right. So we're going to select that and the hiding witness, because I'm pretty sure that, yep, he was searching for her. Okay, there we go. That's right. You have to generate more clues with your assessments.
Turn around. You're under arrest.
Oh, smokes. A definite yes to the question, do you even lift? Look at him toss Ronan around. But here we go, our punk rock princess making her way out the window.
So that's what I walked in on. Was he after the girl? Where'd she go?
There we go. Now I've got the flag to pardon me. Check out this knucklehead here. There we go, influence. So, what would make him move the photo under the folder? Baxter looking for girl. No, wait a minute. That's right, I have to do the obscured photo, and then sometimes the influence really is just as simple as this. Make him think about the obscured photo.
Should get this photo to Rex for that Amber Alert.
Okay, so I now have a photo of our witness. So what's making those sounds? Huh, well that's weird. Sounds like church bells. And there's a priest!
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little
Oh,
while?
of course, dear. The church is always here to help.
So... do I... Okay... Now, I think I can conclude the investigation. But since I'm probably going to call it right after this, let's go ahead and try to find that last clue, just in case. I'm not a total completionist, but every now and then I do get the itch to try to find everything. There we go. Packing or unpacking. There we go. So now we're gonna...
Out the window. Gun me down in the street and you didn't even check for witnesses? Like you're untouchable. That girl is my only lead. I need to find her.
There we go. Perfect. So we now have our lead, this mysterious girl who was a witness and target to my killer. What is her role in all this? Well, we're going to find out as I continue to play through this. Whenever next time is, I don't have a set schedule, so go ahead and I guess just subscribe to the channel. I think that'll give you some notifications. New to this, please, and thank you for bearing with me as I get started on this. I just want to share some of these games with you, things that I think are fun, interesting, maybe a little overlooked, as we keep on doing this. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of, well, whatever it is as you're watching this. There we go.